Hello, hello, hello. Would appear my mute button is not working. What is going on with my Stream Deck? That button works. Mute doesn't work. This works. This works. What is going on with my Stream Deck all of a sudden? It is not like in OBS. Let's get some music going. How's everyone doing today? I need my mute button. What is going on here? What is going on here? Mute. You're delete. OBS. Okay, where is and replay? Where's mute? Mute. Okay, mute. Mute. It's not working. Give me a little like not working. Okay, well, we're live. I'm unmutable and my overlay is bugging out. Maybe there's something going on with the API. It could be an issue with the API right now. So I don't know. I don't know. What's everyone up to tonight? It is back to the V0. I know it's been a bit, but we're back to the V0. So it's a problem with having the bigger camera. It takes up too much space. It's like, okay, oh, you're just gonna go over here now. There you go. Do something useful, Bamboo. There we go. The old one, I don't know. That one worked just fine before. I don't know why it's not working all of a sudden. It's super annoying. Because, like, it's just a mute button. It's just mute. I don't know. Wait, one second. Settings. Oh, I think I know what it did. Hotkeys. I think I made a hotkey for it. Okay, there you go. No, not A5100. Desktop audio. Nope. Like F16, F18. Okay. So F16 and F18. So if I delete that and I do key, hotkey. How do I just make it a keyboard? How do I just make it a keyboard? Key? Is it hotkey? Hotkey switch? Hotkey? F16? Mute. Okay, so now okay, it doesn't unmute. Settings. One second here. Hotkeys. One second here. No. Shoot. One second here. This ain't working. Hotkeys. All the way down to mic. No, I want that to be, no, shoot, delete. I can't do that. F16, I can't make that F, shoot. 1 second here. Delete. I can't do that. Okay, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out later. Screw it. I'll figure it out later. Hotkey switch. Yeah, but there's the mute and unmute are two separate things, and I gotta tell it something. and I can't just tell it something, cancel, whatever. No, there we go. We'll deal with it. Okay, what are we doing tonight? We're building a printer. We got the V0.2 with the mods and some upgrades, and I've got a box of thingies that we got to put in it. So tonight we're doing everyone's favorite thing, wiring. So I hope you're all looking forward to that, because that's what we're doing tonight. So also make sure, go down in the description of the video before every stream, or during every stream, we give away a spool filament from Polymaker. So link in the description for that. And then also check them out, links in the description as well. I really wish this worked, because it worked before, and now it's just not. And I don't know why. I don't know why. So, whatever. Hey. Okay. Now it's working. This freaking thing just, it's pooping won't work. What the frick? Blah. Anyways, technology. Everyone's afraid of technology. Hey, I finally found my, well, I didn't find it, but I finally brought it downstairs. And I did lose a bit. I am so pissed. I have lost a bit for my LTT store screwdriver already. I lost, which bit was it? I lost my big spade bit. So I've got the narrow spade bit, but I lost the big one, and I don't know where it went, and I am really not happy about that. So I've got the big one, but yeah, I'm gonna put or I lost the little one. I can't remember. I lost one of them, but either way, not happy. Okay. Do I need a manual? Where were we at? It's been a while. When was the last time we played around with this thing? Linus will gladly sell you more. Wait, aren't I supposed to fly out to see him or something, as everyone in chat mentions every time something technology related comes up? Just go fly. Just go do just go fly out there and do a collab. That's how it works, right? Everyone having a good weekend? How's everyone's weekend going? Okay. That is that. And I believe these two are this. There we go. Hey! The front fell off. And I can hear the little guy upstairs, and he's not going to bed well, and it's not good. That is not good. Live chat. There we go. Oh, I'm now live according to YouTube. That's good. Homemade Delta running at V400 speeds. That's good. Why do I have NAFO people following me on Twitter? Oh, okay, whatever. That is not normal. No, we got to take it outside the environment now to be safe. Okay, so today we're wiring this up. So we've got this mechanically built. As you can see, behold, printer. We've updated our bed, so we got a thermistor in it. We're gonna have to put the magnet on it though. And I've got some, I don't know, electronics. We're gonna take some electronics. I got some tape here. We're just gonna like find spots to attach this to, and we're gonna call it a day. So what we have to do, first things first, I have to get a camera angle that works for this. We need to Where do I gotta go? Over here? Let's go over here. Let's boop, 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 boop. There we go. We need to attach all these thingies to this thingy. And then we're gonna use a cable to attach this thingy to another thingy that's attached to this. And then this thingy will attach to another thingy. And then we haven't put those thingies in yet. So those thingies will come. But first we're gonna start with this thing. So, Steve's here. Everyone say hi, Steve. Did I see the 100 printer? No. Question about Polymaker. How long does it take to send to the UK as 4 weeks ago and still haven't received? Open up a ticket on their Discord. I know some of their filament in certain locations have stock issues. So they sent me some filament for a project I'm working on right now, which the weather's finally getting nice, so I can finally wrap it up. And some of the filament showed up in 2 days, and some of the other filament took like a month. It's just supply in certain countries a little low. It depends on what you ordered. If you have an issue, open a ticket with them. I don't have any of that information though. Like I can't just, you know, log into the Polymaker database and see what's going on. You have to, you know, contact them. So where does Sparta ship out of? Toronto. I believe he's in Toronto. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe he's in the GTA area. Okay. So I'm gonna need that. That. I'm probably gonna need some connectors at some point, but we'll get to that. Take this off. Oh, no, not that camera. Overhead camera today. Oh, and this week, coming up, originally I was going to do the members only stream this week. We're probably going to push that to next week, because this week coming up there won't be a Friday stream. There'll be a Thursday stream because I have a guest on. So I'm trying to bring back the talking shop interview podcast content thing that I did last year. I only did 3 of them. I had Max, Modbot, and Steve on. I've got somebody coming on this Thursday, and Joel said he'll be on at some point, but I don't know. It's like herding cats with Joel. So one day we'll have Joel on. So I do have a guest though lined up for so it'll be this Thursday, and because of the schedule it'll be at 11 a.m. So that should be fun. Coconut soda, wow, what's that? Consider a rook. There will be a kit eventually on the way to me for a rook, and I'll build one. So. New printer. Yeah, that printer's a scam. As far, well, okay, I can't say it's a scam because, you know, I don't know for sure. But it's very much smoke and mirrors. It's all CG generated imagery. It's a Kickstarter. It's current year. Why the hell are we doing Kickstarters? Like, let's be honest. Like, I know why some companies do it, because you guys throw money at them because people are dumb. But that printer does not inspire any confidence in me. What was the other Delta printer that was a scam? That looked kind of, it wasn't the Tico. It was newer than the Tico. But yeah. Joel was on with Jonathan. I know. I got the invite, and then I, like, when he spammed everyone on Twitter to come on his thing, and I haven't responded. Go. You don't have to be present to win for the filament draw. You just have to be present to enter. Printer. Yeah, like with how good existing machines on the market are and how cheap good machines on the market are, like the SV06, why the heck would you back a Kickstarter for vaporware? Like, why would you back a Kickstarter for a 3D printer nowadays? Unless it's like, I know there was that really cute little resin machine that was doing a Kickstarter. That one I could kind of see, because it's kind of a cute little thing and it wasn't stupidly priced. But what was that? What was that printer? Let me put Kikoni Soda. Kokoni Sota. Why are they giving a made in China printer a Japanese sounding name that probably doesn't even exist? So upside down design, marketing bullshit. 10x faster than what? 21 meters a second cubed. Yeah, bullshit. Bamboo doesn't even do that speed, and Bamboo is it's a Core XY with NEMA 17s. How is it any better than any other Core XY with NEMA 17s? It's got ball screws because they like wasting money. Hopefully that filament passes in a 90-degree bend, because you have fun clearing a clog on this thing. Have fun clearing a clog on this thing no matter what. It's a square and a cylinder for some reason. You got this. Hey Steve, how's your whatchamacallit printing, by the way? With the glass bed too. Yeah, this is just they saw the what's the upside the not what's the upside down one? What's the upside down one? What's the upside down one? Positron. So they saw the positron and they're like, hey, we could slap that in a shiny shell, make some ads here with some these people are usually Russian and they're overdubbed, with like nothing actually real printing on any of the machines, because like, oh, like where's the printed parts? Oh, we got an app so we can steal all your data. So none of this is real. The machine is just a render. They might have one machine that is functional, but like, now what's the cost? What is the cost? So max speed 600 millimeters a second. Speed's nothing on a printer. You can tell a printer to move any speed, as we've established. So marketing about speeds don't mean shit, because any printer can move fast. It's how well does it print fast is the question. Yeah, how much is this thing? How much are they trying to scam out of you? It's a Kickstarter on launching soon. Yeah. Run as fast as you can. Dragonflame gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Yeah, they saw the positron and then they're like, hey, we can totally do something similar and make money. They did the Mr. Krabs. I like money. So heatsink fan 1, part cooling fan, and part cooling fan. Okay. So we need to get some. Oh, I don't have my light on. No wonder I don't have my fill light. No wonder why I'm looking pale. I don't have my fill light on. Ah, that's bright. You tell I was filming earlier. And I'm sorry, I didn't get it edited in time. I don't think I'll get it edited in time. So what I was hoping to be tomorrow's video will probably come out during the week sometime, maybe Wednesday. Because me putting out a video on Monday is bad for... They just don't work. Are you JSTs? You look like JSTs. They wanted me to share the project a lot before it goes live. Yeah, of course they do. It's so they can get people to sign up for it and then they ghost. Marble ABS. Marble filament. I've been printing with marble. Actually, what marble is it? Is it filament PM? No, it's a Azure film, whatever the heck that is. Which JST? Keep printing the wrong camera. Overhead. This JST. Got my 3D Chameleon going to be hooking up tonight. Nice. I like the 3D Chameleon. There's the version I have is the older one. Apparently there's a newer one and it's pretty good. Even the older one's good, but the newer one's better. So. Low center of gravity. If you want a printer that has a low center of gravity, actually exists, doesn't have a stupid cylinder as a shape, and is actually open source and capable of doing whatever you ask of it, and you having full control over it, and you know, being easy to maintain. I wonder if there's a printer that already exists that can do that and is readily available in kit form from various vendors from different manufacturers. I wonder if that thing exists, and if you would be able to buy a printer with a low center of gravity. I think they might exist already. Perhaps. Don't quote me on that. But I will say, technically theirs would have less moving mass, as is the bed. Or actually, no, they have the bed moving. The bed's a slab of glass. Hope you don't break it, by the way. And then you have the part moving. So yeah. This is better. You got a consistent moving mass. That's a changing vertical mass. So as the weight goes up, the printer rocks more. Versus that, where the weight stays on the bottom. John, $4.99. That beer deserves a coffee. I've been drinking a lot of coffee lately. Because I started the diet, then I stopped doing the diet, and then I filmed some B-roll the other day, and I was editing it, and it was a side profile of me, and I wasn't wearing the apron of hiding shame, and I was like, ooh, okay, we need to get back on that, because I'm going to be seeing people live in like a month. Kickstarter and scammy ads, yeah. And then I got to figure out what I'm doing with Chicago. Because here's the thing, I like keeping things simple. I would rather just drive for 4 hours, 5 hours, park my car and be done with it, than drive 45 minutes to an airport, get in a plane, fly, have to take a cab. I'd rather just, you know, drive there. And it's also cheaper. But I really don't want, you know, the good old rusty Ford Focus that's 11 years old to break down in Gary, Indiana, which, by the way, is another country from me. So, I'm not going to try to pronounce your name because I have a lisp and there's too many S's in there. But A, thanks for the $4.99. So I'm looking at potentially now flying to Rapid. But if I fly to Rapid, for me to cover cause it's 3 days, right? It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If I was driving, I would just get up early and drive there. But if I'm flying, I don't get there till I would pretty much miss the whole first day. So I have to fly in a day early, which means an extra night in the hotel. Because I don't think anything happens. Like, it ends on Thursday at noon. Nothing after that. So I need to figure out a sponsor. That's gonna be fun. Okay. So these are all nice and labeled. So that's positive and that's negative. So I'm assuming this, I can't see. I'm assuming this is the same orientation as that for labeling. No CAN bus? No. I'm really not a huge fan of CAN bus currently. Also, I'm using the Picobilical that LDO Motors graciously sent me finally. So that's why we're using this. Just don't want to be stranding gear. Yeah. Yeah. Out of all the places on Earth, Gary, Indiana is one of them. And that's the best I can say, apparently. So yeah. Okay, this wire hopefully is not too short. So not only, okay, so I have to make it through Detroit. I have to make it through all of Southern Michigan. I got to make it through Gary, Indiana, and then like downtown Chicago to drive there. So I'm like really tempted to fly now, but that adds quite a bit of the cost to a trade show that, let's be honest, isn't really. Well, here's the thing: as somebody with a machinist background or a tool making background, I kind of can gel with the folks there. But for my audience, you guys, if I were to show you a field, well, actually, no, you guys probably would be interested in a laser sintering field thing that the military uses, but. So we'll see. I'm gonna send some emails or DMs on Monday and see if any of the friends of the channel are interested in helping out. We'll see. It wasn't something. No, here, yeah, it's. I've done. I did some videos on Rapid Detroit last year. That was actually the first event I ever covered. Was the Rapid TCT show in Detroit last year. And it's cool because it's big. It was at the whatever the Kobo Center is called now, because I don't know what it's called now. We call it the Kobo Center still, but it's where they do the Detroit Auto Show. So it's a big place, right? And there's like 6 massive aisles of things. And when you get there, you walk down aisle 1 and aisle 2, and like midway through aisle 1 and aisle 2, there's like E3D, there's printed solid, LDO, Ultimaker. I don't think Lulzbot was there. The cool folks from Pantheon were there too. But those are the people that me and you, we know those people. And then you get into the General Electric section, and then you get into the British Aerospace, and then the Stratasys section that's massive, and like all these where when you walk on the floor, you don't see prices for a machine. You get request a quote, and when you start seeing request a quote, you know you ain't in Kansas anymore. So yeah, but for me it's really cool because I understood all that. Like I built injection molds for near a decade, so I was around people that knew that stuff. I talked to people that were involved with that. So I'm kind of like, yeah, this isn't my bread and butter, but you know, I can, this is palatable to me. And it was really cool to see all that stuff. And then they find it really weird when you shove a GoPro in their face and try and do an interview. And these are like business suit people. If there are no prices, you as an individual can't afford it. That's one way of putting it. Like, let's be honest though, like some people have money. Some people have money. So you can't really judge it like that. I don't have money, but some people have money. Oh, hear the computer chair upstairs. Wifey's playing Harry Potter. Do I have the right camera on for this? No, I don't. Go. Okay. So we got all of that. Got that. Now I need to figure out what the order is on these motors, because I got to make a wire connector for the motors, and I don't know what the order is for these motors. Shoot. probably should have paid attention to that. I'm just a poor boy from a poor family. I wasn't born, but I was raised in South Detroit, technically, because remember, look at Detroit on a map. There is no South Detroit. It doesn't exist. LDO pancake? It is. It is an LDO pancake motor. How do you donate subs? I don't know. There's a button that says show your support on desktop. And then, I don't know. I'm looking at a different screen but usually it's under the chat box. Blue, yellow, green, red. Okay, cool. Blue, yellow, green, red. I can dig it. I need to get new snippers. These are getting a little worn out. Tank Erden gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. And then also, because you guys know I just ordered a Subaru, a Crosstrack. So remember that episode of The Simpsons back when Simpsons were good? So probably before some of you were even born, and older than any of your kids. Remember the episode of The Simpsons when Homer buys a gun and he has to wait the 5 days and he's just like sitting out front and he's just like waiting? That's kind of me right now. It's like, I know it won't be until like May at the earliest. And I'm just like, I want my new car. I want my car. Oh, somebody else did. Kilroy, thank you for becoming a member. And Apulo, gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Why so many quotes? Why no Ranchero? Because I didn't need anything that was 12 yards long, 2 lanes wide, and 65 tons of American pride. Because, you know, the unexplained fires are still a matter for the courts. Got the wife of a Forester. So here's the thing. I was actually looking at a Forester first. But they are like 8 months to a year out. They're like 8 months to a year out if you order one right now. Freaking Windows 11. I just want to, I opened the sticky note app because I just want to paste down the get started. It's sticky notes. Just pop up a sticky note. Oh my God. There we go. Sticky note. Mobot's here. Everyone say hi, Mobot. Love the old Simpsons. That was hilarious. Like working when I worked at the tool shop, I'm 35 this week. Next week. I'm 35 on Wednesday. Fuck. You know, I grew up watching The Simpsons, right? Like The Simpsons stopped being good when I was still in grade school, put it that way. So I work with a bunch of people that are around my age, so we would quote The Simpsons. But then I would start quoting The Simpsons around like some of the apprentices, and then I'm like, The Simpsons stopped being good like 5 years before you were born. And that, like, it hurts. It hurts. Halfway to 70. When you put it that way, there's somebody that sells a calendar, and the calendar is like, instead of days, it's like months or weeks of the average life expectancy. And it's like, I seen that, I'm like, that is puts it in perspective. Stop being good when Conan got his TV show and stopped praying for him. There's it was what, season 9 is like was it season 9 the first bad season or the last good season? I can't remember. But yeah, it's been a hot minute. Like, I know it's still on, but does anyone actually watch like The Simpsons when they come out like live, like new anymore? I mean, even South Park is like 20 something years old now. What do we got now? We got Rick and Morty. Well, they didn't like Rick and Morty. Didn't the creator of it and the main the guy who does the voices like both get caught doing like really not great stuff, and they're gone, so now they have to like same guy. Oh Family Guy. I don't watch any TV, like honestly. I watched like literally Netflix, or not Netflix, sorry. I watch YouTube, and there's a few Twitch streamers that I watch often. Other than that, I don't really watch like TV. Yeah, like syndicated, like normal television. I watched Neo 3D. Me too. I did that the other. I had to find a clip for something, and I was watching one of my old streams to get the clip, and then I forgot what I was doing, and I ended up watching like pretty much all of one of my old streams. I just watched the whole stream. So it happens. It was one of the older ones too. I think it was like just after I moved to this room, which that's a while ago. Was it Justin Roiland was charged with domestic abuse, and I think there's a co-creator for it. Yeah. So not good position. Not a good position. It's like Memories, but in HD. I don't know. I didn't get like, the stream has been okay quality for a bit now, but there was like a dark period when it was not. That Nero guy is old. I'm only 35. I'm not even 35 yet. I'm 35 on Wednesday. Oh wait, no, I want to go this way. So again, for those that don't know, this is Stealthburner 2. We got a Revo in here with the LDO Revo, so it's blue. It's a Voron Revo, but it's blue. See gray hair in the beard. Oh, believe me, I know about the gray hair in the beard. I see it every day. My son is 7. My son turns 5 at the end of this month. I ordered the frame for this printer the day he was born. He's 5 in like 2 weeks. I got the whiskey over there for when this starts sinking in a little bit more. I love the cable management on this. For anyone who's built like a V1, like an original V0, the mini Stealthburner is so much better. So much better. I'm 34. My kids are 17, 15. You started young, and you didn't stop. I have friends, like acquaintances, people I talk to occasionally, real life people, that have kids that are like, they're already like, they start high school next year and they're the same age as me. And it's like, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna be free soon and do whatever we want. But it's like, the alternative is, yeah, I got to have fun, didn't have a kid, but now I have a kid, so I got the kid longer. It's the trade-off. So there we go. There's our mini Stealthburner all assembled. It's got the LGX Lite. We got the Picobilical Toolhead board. So we're gonna have a breakout cable that comes from that to the Picobilical. And we've got the Revo with a 0.4 in it. I could put an Obsidian, but the only Obsidians I have on hand are 0.6s. So actually, is this 0.8? That might be a 0.8. Here's 31 this year. Yeah, we're all getting old. Oh, everyone, if Modbot's still here, everyone congratulate Modbot. He had his kid the other day. So everyone congratulate Modbot if he's still here. Daniel, congrats, buddy. Okay, I don't think he's in chat if people are adding him and it's not highlighting the name. But I don't know what's going on with my chat, why it keeps like the age of chat. Yeah, if I go in my metrics, my channel, according to the metrics, it's a bunch of old geezers. It's all guys too. It's like 98.7% male, and my age range, 60% of my audience is between 25 and 35, or and 45. 25 and 45 is 60% of my audience. So yeah, it's a bunch of old geezers. So we got that. So now I need the printed parts for the Picobilical, because we got to put that on. So Picobilical. So what the Picobilical is, it's pretty cool. But it's a second MCU, I believe. Was that FSUS? Yeah. So that goes there. That's USB, yeah. So this is the Picobilical, okay? So it's a board that connects back here, goes in here, and we got some mounts for it. Okay, so this goes here, and it basically allows you to have your SKR or what, or your Raspberry Pi, and that connects to this, and then everything on the toolhead runs off this. So your controller only needs the motion and the bed basically, and anything else fancy you want to get. So, but apparently there's a mount for this, and I gotta find the printed parts for it, because I know I printed them. I just don't know what they look like. I'm pretty sure I printed them. I just don't know what they look like. Let's. Are you them? No, you're the screw. Are you them? Well, let's take a looky-loo. Oh, David's here. Hi, David. Hiding that Prusa XL on me. I don't have a Prusa XL. You sit upon a throne of lies printed on a Prusa XL. Okay, so there we go. So there's that Picobilical. Okay, so there's supposed to be a printed part, and where is the printed part? CAN bus or Picobilical? It's up to you. I personally think CAN bus is more of a pain to set up front, but easier when it comes to wiring. And Picobilical, or just direct wiring like a normal one, is more manual work, but it's simpler in the software side. So that. So there's the Toolhead PCB. So are there printed parts? There's got to be printed parts for this. STLs. Yeah. V0.2. There's the Toolhead mount. Toolhead spacer stream, really? Because I've got... The thing is, these holes aren't M3. So how am I supposed to mount this? How am I supposed to mount this? Because that goes like that. And that doesn't line up with any of that. So how there's got to be a printed part I'm missing. I could have sworn I printed everything for this. Is a Kirigama bed? I like the Kirigama bed. Picobilical STLs. Okay. Doesn't it go horizontally? LEO docs V01. V01 kit. Printed parts. Where are printed parts? Printed parts. Oh, here we go. Frame cover. Okay. Okay, so that's that. I didn't print. Did I not print that? Shit. V01S. Okay, I guess. Okay, I guess I gotta print that. Download. Purple, right? Purple, blue. Where is that color? Are you down here? Oh, are you over there? Nope. Are you in there? Nope. Are you up there? Nope. Nope. I don't know where this. Oh, there it is. Polymaker, ABS. Yep, there we go. And we're gonna use the V2 because that thing takes fucking forever to start up. And I'm also throwing this spool of ABS out because this spool's in the bin. That's okay. We got other stuff we can do. I got to mount the PCBs and do a bunch of stuff. So we still have stuff we can do. Something fell back there. I don't know what fell. You're good. Bada bing, bada boom. Bob's your uncle. Okay. Roll under the bench. Probably. Oh, that's ABS, or that's PLA, I think. Yeah, there's supposed to be a case there. Yeah, okay. So, there we go. Okay. If your some drills have a little bubble in it, but if you're drilling into extrusions, it's kind of a pain because the extrusions have a bunch of surfaces that is going to make your life hell. So when you're looking at an extrusion, okay, so if you're trying to drill in a 2020, you got this little like ridge down the middle that your drill bit's going to kind of And then also when you break through, halfway through, you got this hole, which might also divert it. So if you have a drill press, that's probably your best bet. But what are you drilling holes for? If you're drilling holes like these ones here for access holes, they don't have to be perfect. You could drill them a little oversized, and as long as you get the Allen key in there, you're okay. So it depends on what you're trying to do with the holes. So. That has tap installed? Yeah, that has tap. This one has tap. That one has tap. And the LDO might get tap in the future if the company sends me the stuff they say they're going to send me. Along with carbon fiber, so I can try it out and see if it's a waste of time or not. Because of the noodles. But we'll see. Okay, so now, while we wait on that to print, because I could have sworn I printed that. I guess not. I printed the other part that I didn't end up using because I went with the LGX. But let's put our bed in, I guess. So, got ourselves a bed. Got to put the magnet on it. So actually, I'm going to get some extrusions out. That'll work. So, Dave, how are you liking the XL? Is it all it's hyped up to be? You only have all the beta units were single-headed ones, right? I don't think anyone had dually. So we need to put on our magnet, which I have over there. So this has like a little thing there. I like it a lot, but I might be biased. Nah. It's not like you work for the man. Oh, wait. I'm already seeing people on Twitter, because Twitter is hell. Twitter is horrible. But I like Twitter because it's an open forum. But and by open I mean anyone can yell at anyone. So you get a chance to connect with more people. But I already love how many people are like, they're hiding the speeds, it prints slow. It's like near the same speeds I run my Voron at. Lower excels though, but oh my god, beta units are running at conservative speeds. I need to go to Twitter and make shit posts for content. Which one do I use the most? That Voron. Then afterwards, it's probably this bamboo, and then maybe these two, and then the P1P. Depends what I'm printing. Like right now, the printer I've used the most in the past week has been the Anycubic Photon Mono X2. So depends on what I'm doing. Real tank of a printer, very robust, not meant to be handled with kids with gloves. Yeah, it's more refined. I don't know. Use a bamboo. Those catch on fire. No, they fixed the software. They did a software update, and they didn't catch fire. It's just if they caught fire, it would take 3 minutes before they realized it caught fire. That was the problem. You got a tap kit and didn't come with an optical sensor. That's not good. Oh wait, I gotta put this on first anyways. Yes. I have it on extrusions here because there's stuff under the bed, so this way it's not like rocking. Any advice on building an ERCFA? I'm about to start to build. Follow the manual. And if you got questions, go join the Voron Discord. There's a whole section for the ERCFA. I've got a build series on it on my channel. I built mine while the manual was still in the works, and I did a very early version of it. So while you can follow my build series, I highly recommend you follow the manual, and like if you get stuck, maybe reference the build series then. But make sure you have it on in the background at least so I get the views. And yes, that's how I put magnets on. Just kind of by hand. We don't need no stinking squeegee. Won't win drag races, but I'll do heavy lifting. Yeah. That's fine. Like, I don't even run my Vorons fast. Yeah, the views are the important thing. Find what works for you and is reliable, and just go with that. Ugh. Bamboo ate my baby. 2.4 low maintenance. Here's the thing, it's a DIY printer. So it depends on which kit you sourced it from, or if you self-sourced it, what components you used, how well you built it. The printed parts, there's a lot of printed parts on it. Did you use good quality filament and print them well, or did you, print the cheapest ABS you could buy off Amazon on a clapped out ender in a closet? Like, it's hard to say. This one, I use it all the time, and I haven't had anything like had to do maintenance because something went wrong in years. I've done upgrades on it because, I put tap in it and whatnot. But in terms of like regular maintenance, no. I was running bearings in there since like V2.1 days. PF Dennis gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Polymaker. Yeah, Polymaker ABS ASA is really good. That's what this guy's made out of. So you're like, what are you doing? So, okay, I'm gonna tape these down because I'm gonna. Stupid wires keep going everywhere. The Trident is lower maintenance. You could argue that because its Z is a little bit more robust because it's a traditional Z setup versus belted Z, and there's 3 motors versus 2. So yeah, you could argue the Z is a little bit more robust, but you're usually not maxing out your Z. Your Z ain't, whipping around at the force of 1,000 suns. It's usually your XY that goes. So what you do when you get your magnet, you drill a hole through the bottom because you got to put a screw through the front. So you drill a hole so you get a hole where it's got to be, right? Because you got the hole in the back. And then you use your deburring tool and you put that in the hole and you use your deburring tool to cut the magnet out. And this way, it's all nice and clean cut, chamfered. You don't have little bits of it. You don't destroy the magnet, take chunks out of it. You can do it with a knife, like cut a little circle or square out. But I find doing it with the deburring tool, it's much cleaner. Or put the screws in first. Okay, but what happens if you got to take the bed off? Like, you could put the bed on, mount the bed, but then how do you level the bed? You have to, this is a live bed. You have to level the bed. But yeah, it looks like that. Use a hole punch? You can use a hole punch. There's a bunch of different ways. I like this way because it's just, It just works. Any three artists? I would say the usual: Fotis, Mint, Chelsea. I like Chelsea. Printed Obsessions does some pretty good stuff. Cinder Wings, if you're into Flexi Dragons. What is it? 3D Print Bunny, I think, is the other one. There's a ton of good creators. Go on Printables, Thangs, even Thingiverse is getting good now. Well, I wouldn't say it's getting good. They're usable again. The big chunky magnets drilled in the bed. I'm using that on the rat rig. They work. The problem is with the advantage you have with using a magnet like this, your magnetic field is going to be uniform. So if you're probing with like an inductive probe, or you went with the fancy beacon probe, it works just fine on these. But the moment you start having, where is, oh, it's under the gas mask and NBC suit, of course. Yeah. And it's a rat rig bed, so I can just take it out. The moment you start putting magnets in your bed, you're going to have inconsistent magnetic fields. So if you try to probe it with something inductive probe or the beacon probe, it's going to behave differently, and you're not going to get a good mesh. So you could tell it to avoid those areas. That's how Prusa does it. They basically have it when it does the probe, it avoids the magnets. So. Plus one, I'm past 4,000 hours on my old Mark III asset and they just work. Not the fastest, not the best, but it prints, it just prints. Yep. It's like an onion. There's different layers or something. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm saying that. But speed isn't everything. There's other factors at play when it comes to why you would choose a printer for specific things. Go read the Bamboo Labs terms of service. There's a whole bunch of shit in there I don't like, but I obviously agree to it. But if you're, some people have issues with that kind of thing. Got my springs. I'm assuming this oh, I gotta make a cable here. I gotta make a cable here because cable kit. Yep. The Kirigama bed thing has the breakout cables. So one of these is for the Kirigama, I bet. Are you for the Kirigama? No. Are you for the Kirigama? No. Because this has 3. Shoot. Do I have a thing for the Kirigama? I could have sworn it. Need the Kirigama bed box? You are. No, V0.2 upgrade kit box. Oh, this is all for the enclosure. Where'd the Kirigama box go? Did I throw it out by accident? Oh shit. Kirigama box. Here, Picobilical. Uh-oh. Oh, Picobilical. No, that's all Picobilical. Are you in here? No, you're all stuff from that other printer. V0.2 upgrade kit. Kirigama bed kit. Great, I got nothing in there. Shit. Okay, I guess I gotta make a cable chain. Oops. Okay. Because that is V2.4 breakout cables. Okay. I guess we're making a cable. Here we go. Okay. So, time to make some cables. So that means I might have, because this is from a 2.4, I might have some cables that we can acquiesce. Are we crimping and stripping? So, this is a motor cable, that's too short. So I need one with 3. This would work. Okay, this cable will work. I just got to add one more. Okay, that works. Yeah, so we'll just add one more wire and voila. C'est magnifique. Très bon, très bon. Beaucoup, monsieur. Bibliothèque. Okay, so I gotta swap those two around because I want... Okay, so that is, so white is ground. That is DIN and 5 volt. Okay. French is amazing. Merci buckets. J'aime beaucoup Poutine bibliothèque. Il y a un cochon dans mon pantalon. Not cheating. Where is all my wire? You, the right wire? No, you are not. That'll work. Je ne comprends pas. Oh. Yeah, mon français c'est très bon. Je parle beaucoup de... I can't remember what the word for a word is in French. It's been a while. Quit while you're ahead. Okay. Speaking in tongues. He's a witch. Are you French? No, we American. No, negative. I am a meat popsicle. Okay, so where is this cable go? Okay, so this is it. So if that is that, I need to switch this around because I don't, ground is going to be black and not white. That makes a little bit more sense in my brain. Yep. And then where's that red one? Multi-pass. I gotta watch Fifth Element again. It's been too long since I've watched that. It's such a good movie. I got a feeling I may have to switch some of these around. But we'll see. My French speaking is weakening. Yeah, so I went to a French school as a kid, like a French immersion school, until like, say grade 6. But then I went to English schools for a while and basically lost it all because I don't speak it. Like there's nobody in my family's French. I live south of Detroit, so, well, technically Detroit is French, but nobody calls it, you know, by its French name. And there's a few French communities around me, but I'm not in any of them. So you don't use it, you lose it. Lilo Dallas multipass. Aziz Light. Tabarnak. Yeah. The naughty French word. That I think it's only naughty in Quebec. I don't think it's naughty in all of like Frenchdom. Okay, so we have PCB here. That way, and zoom out. So we've got a little LED in here because, you know, you need that RGB. That is that. I'm hoping this is long enough. It should be long enough. I'm thinking it's long enough. Okay, so we got that. Got these guys. And how long are the screws I need for this? I'm assuming I need I want to say 35 mil, maybe 30, 25. How long of a screw do I need? So let's try 25 plus the spring. Nope, that's too. $335s. Yeah, that works. Okay. So I'm going to do the little trick here so that you can adjust these easier, because you can put a nut on these, and that's what we're going to do. So where are my bed nuts? Where are my bed nuts? Where are my bed nuts? There. Okay. So I've got a whole bunch of these. So you do lose a little bit of Z doing this, but like, if what you're printing is completely maxing out the build volume of a V0, get a bigger printer. Jay Christensen, yes, I am in that area. I won't get more specific than that. So what you do is, I'm using, you could use nuts, but I'm just using, because I got a bunch of these flat M3 bed nuts. You put your screw through the bed and you tighten a nut. Okay. So this way, this is locked to this. So that way you put your spring on, you put it through the bed, and then you have another one of these on the bottom. And that way you can easily adjust your bed tightness by adjusting this nut to compress everything versus, playing with the stack there. Thing is, actually, how low does this go? That might be an issue. How low do we go? Oh, we got clearance. We got clearance. Clearance for miles. Hopefully. Let's actually find out here. How much clearance do I have? Oh yeah, you got tons of clearance. We're good. Tons of clearance. Put a dab of Loctite on that upper nut, it won't come off. Yeah, you could do that too. But I don't know where my Loctite is, so we're not gonna do that. fact that I get more specific than it. Well, here's the thing. If I just say I live in Canada, that's I live in the second largest country on earth. Find me on a map. Geolocate, go. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, so goes there. Goes there. This is a bit. And I got a feeling we're gonna have to extend this. Because these bed wires are nowhere near long enough. So I'm gonna extend these bed wires right now. Yeah, these bed wires are not long enough. I'm just gonna extend them with soldering. I'm just gonna solder some extensions on. Because there's already been some solder on this, and I'm just gonna solder a whole new thing. Call it a day. So. Use Wago? I don't have Wagos. I've never used Wagos yet. That's yucky. It gives you Wagos for the bed. This bed is a pre-production one. This bed is pre-production, so that's why I don't have like any of the stuff you would think would have. I don't have because it's pre-production bed. So like that. It's my Soldering. Yeah, I've never used Wagos, I don't think. Let me get some thick wire here. So I think like 20 gauge is good for this because this is just a bed. So I'm pretty sure I can use a 20 gauge here because as far as I'm aware, this is, how big is this bed? 24 volts, 100 watts. You can use 20 gauge for that, I think. What is it? Ohm calculator. What do we got? We got 24 volts at 100, or no, watts, 100 watts. So that's 4 amps. I think 4 amps is safe at 20. Yeah, yeah. We good. We good. So. I don't know how much wire I need here. So I'm just gonna probably use more than I think I need. What's the name of that helping hand? Omnifixos. They are awesome. They're pricey, but they are awesome. If you're somebody like me who has issues soldering because of shaky hands, they are worth every penny. They just make it easy. I'll never use 100% power. That's what you think. You doubt my power? Even use Wagos for home. I see, we're here in like here's the thing with building code. It's kind of hard to change. So I think most houses around here just use the twisting crimpers, like the ones that aren't great that everyone uses because that's what everyone uses because that's what everyone uses. That's what we use here. I know they're not great. I know there's better options, but that's kind of what we use because that's kind of what we use, and we use it because we use it. So it do be as it is though. on camera. You know what? I'm actually going to get mobile cam set up for this. Yep. Thank you for helping, P1P. All the cables there. You turn on. You turn on. Battery's not charged. Get that. Plug in on the other side. Of course, it plugs in on the other side. Go there. That. Go. Cam. Ooh, yeah. Oh, this is so much nicer of a mobile cam. So much nicer than the old one. But it's an actual camera. One. Yeah, you only need the SSR if you're doing mains. If this is DC, so we don't got to worry about that. Yep. Easy peasy. Lemon fresh squeezy. Huzzah. Get some shrink wrap. Where did all my shrink wrap go? I know I had a bunch over here. Put heat shrink on? I did. I'm doing it now, but I've got the other ends are free, so I can slide it on. We're good. We're good. We good. We're good. This might be too big. Yeah, this is too big. I need a size smaller, which is on the shelf. What did I step on and break? Oh, hopefully that wasn't anything important. I'm gonna have to watch more soldering video. I learned soldering's not hard. There's actually some NASA videos on how to solder that are really good. If you're talking about like PCB soldering, go binge watch a bunch of Louis Rossmann videos. Seriously. If you want to learn how to PCB solder, go binge watch a bunch of Louis Rossmann videos. What are you playing? Oh, you're this. Yep. So now we have all of that. Yay. This is hot, so I'm going to put you over here. You go there, you go there, you go there. So you're going to have to come off this side. Except for you, you can go there. Yep. The right amount of flux is more flux. All the flux. How much flux did you put on there? Yes, is the correct answer. What's the drive gear? This has a belted Z. This has a belted Z mod in it. Two reasons. One, I'm doing some other mods on here. I might as well do a bunch of mods. Two, I don't have an extra integrated lead screw to put in this. This was original V00, which didn't have the current integrated lead screw that the V0 series uses. I didn't have a spare one. I probably could have, got one from Jason, but I'm like, you know what? We're gonna go with the belted Z because why not? So. Yo ho lo ho, as the kiddies would say. So, plenty of room there. We're good there, we're good there. That clears there, that clears there. Okay, good. So now, we need to shove all this in a drag chain. Because that's what we do around here. When in doubt, shove it in a drag chain. But before I do that, I want to zip tie all of this to something so I don't break anything. Because the last thing I want to do is take this all apart. See, what do I got for zip tie points? There's a zip tie point there, but that won't work for that. Down there. Yeah, just... The zip tie is zip tie. 1.8 or Trident? Trident over 1.8. Trident replaced 1.8, so go with the new hotness. Like it's replaced it for a reason. It's better in pretty much every way. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, we're good there. Those aren't tight. Okay, we're good. Good. Okay, now I need this guy. Tomorrow the Trident will be old. Why will it be old tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Okay, what's your process for tuning a new filament, or do you just YOLO it? YOLO it. If you use a lot of good quality filaments, usually a lot of them use the same or near the same resin to make their filament. So the only real difference is extrusion quality, so how round the filament is, how accurate the dimension is, and the colors. So usually once you're good with the good stuff, as long as you keep using good stuff, you're usually okay. Now there's always going to be variables, obviously, and once you start talking about funky kinds of filament, then yeah, there's going to be differences. But usually good is good. It's I know that's a weird way of saying it, but kind of once you're okay, you're okay. It's kind of been my way of doing it, and it's worked pretty good. Well, I'm right at the top of that. Okay. I gotta figure out how many of these I need. So you come down there. Like literally, I use the same profile for pretty much all my printers. Like the same speeds and feeds for pretty much all my printers, and it works good enough. I think it's never really been an issue. Now that profile isn't the fastest, and I'm sure there is definitely room for improvement in said profile, but it also, I can throw it on any of my printers and it just works. So okay, this is obviously going to be way too long, so snippy snip time. Some tape, so we shove this through the drag chain easier. Way goes there. So unfortunately, these little 7x7 drag chains don't have a fancy way, and this ain't gonna fit at all. I gotta take this out of the container. Shoot. 5 minutes in, I've already lost my tweezers. Chris, thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, I'm printing the Picobilical mount right now. Well, it's not really a mount, it's like a spacer plate. I technically don't need it, but I do want it. So, 4 steppers for Zed, why not? The more the merrier. Remember, bigger number, better printer. Bigger number, better printer. That's all that matters. Chris H gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers. Okay. In your opinion, what is the best filament brand? I can't really answer that because there are filament. I haven't used every filament brand out there. Put it that way. There's a lot of good brands. There are brands I really like. There's a brand I really like that's pretty much only available in Canada, and you can also get it in the States if you're willing to pay the shipping. I did this backwards. Oh wait, no, I did it backwards. I'm an idiot. Shit. I've always said find a filament that works good for you available in your area, and kind of stick with that. Has been kind of my go-to. You know, you can always go on the old reliables, right? Like Filament is good filament. Polymaker is good filament. And you can win some if you enter for your chance in the link in the description below, or you could buy some with the affiliate link and it doesn't cost you anything extra. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. I'm in Canada. We have a company here called Replitech. They make really good ABS, in my opinion. They use MG94 resin for their filament. There's filaments I've barely used that are good. I've heard Atomic's pretty good. I've only used like a spool of theirs. Like KVP, I've only used like 2 spools of theirs. Like it's hard to say, because I don't know where you are, what your budget is, what you're looking for. I print more ABS than PLA, so I've got more experience with those filaments. Like, no, you stay in the hole. Stay in the hole. So. So yeah, kind of spendy. Yeah, that's why there's some spools or some companies I've barely used because of cost, because I live in Canada and the cost to get it here is not great. No, this isn't really a great camera angle, but actually, that might be better. Sure. Really? It's catching on the lip there. It's catching on the lip there. 1 second. I can fix this. Magic and tape. Had PETG failed to heat. University banner printed by says carbon thought PG could take sun. A tropical heat. No, PETG will warp, or it won't warp. the curve for failure. So a lot of people are like, oh, PETG doesn't do too bad in the heat. If you look at like, it's not like it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, fail. Okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Oh, it's starting to get weak, 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 starting to get weak, and then it fails. So yeah. But the MGN9 mod on the XS, busted rail, thought about upgrading. It's heavier. Does it work better? Your money may vary. If you need to replace the rail anyways, go for it. What's the worst that'll happen? I swear, peeling the paper backing off metal tape, aluminum tape, is the most annoying thing in the world. There we go. I didn't even do it right. Shoot. So the problem I'm having is this is slightly like warped. So as this goes up, see it's not exactly right. That might be okay now. Yeah, it's okay now. Yeah, but it was like catching on the little lip here. So I just put a little piece of tape there to smooth that edge out. I don't think I can. Good enough. And yeah. Damn it. Zip ties are super annoying. Yeah. Part is done. I know. I'm in the middle of something. I cannot hear the printer running. Go. Okay. So got it belted set up, and just for shits and giggles, let's put a what do we got? I got a filament bed, because that's the only one I got. There we go. Ooh. Look, it's starting to look like a printer. So now we can put the Picobilical in. After that cools down. Behold! Part! Look at that top layer. Look how good that top layer is. Look at that. Look at that. It's a good top layer. If I didn't know any better, I would say this Polymaker ABS, it prints quite well. Okay, where did I put this PCB? Did I throw it in the box? I did. So you go like that. Yeah, plastic. That looks like plastic. Heck yeah, brother. Let's see, so that will go in like that. Yeah, let's go with 10. 3 10s. It does the thing that we want it to do. Yay! Do you use ironing? No. Why would ironing takes so much time? Why would you ever use ironing unless you're like doing like fancy stuff? As a poet of yore once elegantly said, ain't nobody got time for that. CNC parts on AliExpress. The thing is, CNC parts aren't really worth it a lot of the time. You gotta remember, Vorons are designed to work with ABS parts, right? So everything is designed and tweaked and like basically tested to work with ABS. So if you're not running ABS, you're running like CNC parts because you want the metal, because metal is fast, right? You're adding a ton of weight to the machine. Yeah, you increased rigidity, but also if you crash, you don't have anything to give anymore. It's some parts do benefit, but some do not. And when it comes to actual print quality, I know people on the team who have tried all metal parts, like take a machine that had all printed parts, swapped them to all metal, and you can't tell any difference in print quality. Okay, so now we got the Picobilical on. Ooh, I should probably drop the bed a bit. There we go. Okay, so this makes it a lot easier because now we have to wire up our tool head to this board. We got this. So this goes in here like so. It locks in. And this goes in here like so. And then we do have a another connector here if you want to run LEDs, RGB Neopixels, but there we go. A little sleeving on that. This is actually really thick sleeving. Why? Do I have any thinner sleeving? I don't think I have any thinner sleeving. Don't think so. Wow, I got a lot of stuff. Oh, there's my other knife. That's good to know. Okay. I'm hungry. Why am I hungry again? I just had dinner. What's going on? What's going on here? What the dog doing? Actually, I should go see what is the dog doing. There we go. Look at that. It looks all good, and then you got your filament comes in through there. Okay. That is that. Let's go see what is the dog doing. He's not downstairs. He's not doing downstairs stuff. Oh. Where are you? So, one of the fun things I found from the previous owner of this house, this has been sitting in the closet because this item is something I don't need. This is something I don't want, but I have it because it was left here. We found it in the closet in the basement here. And, you know those stores at the mall, like, what is it, Green Earth? You might be able to find this at Spencer's, but there are stores at the mall that sell knives and things that they're meant to like resemble cool things, like samurai things. So at first you're like, ooh, 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 ooh. But then you're like, ooh, because there's a dragon licking a pearl or something. And yeah. So I have this. It's 4040 stainless, 440 stainless. It's got it's an Oscars, whatever that brand is. It doesn't actually have like that. That's ground in that ripple pattern from like the folded 1,000 times. Yeah, that's grinding marks. And no, it's not sharp. So I have this. I don't know why I have this. I don't know what I would ever do with this. I also got like, it has these little knives on the side that again, okay, these ones are sharp, but these are like, I don't even have anything on the other side. It's just flat. So I have this. It just sits in the closet, and every now and then I'm like, oh yeah, I have that. Yeah. Give you like a whole. Omaewa. What was it? Omaewa wo Sindeu or something like that. This is my other knife. It's my little. Is it legal to own? I'm in Canada, so we don't have any of those dumb British laws when it comes to sharp objects. So I believe so. Nani? Omaewa mo Shinderu. Okay, that's what it is. You are already dead. So the downside of the way we're doing this, because we are using the Picobilical, is I have to use. I have to let my Raspberry Pi 3B be used for something for once. So the Raspberry Pi will now live in here on this side. Like that. And then the SKR, actually I'll probably go like that. We'll go in here. Yeah. I think. Because the power supply goes on the bottom, and the power supply is this guy. So he takes up the whole bottom. So that's what we're going to do. So we need to mount these to these so I can glue them down. And we should be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that like right there. That connects to there. I'll have to snake that USB cable over. I'll make it work. That could come up right up to there. Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Make it work. Nani? M2 self-taps. Good. Do your printers have their own Pi paper super? sell them. Pretty much all my printers have their own Raspberry Pi, except for the ones running Orange Pis. Oh, an Orange Pi. Yeah, back in the... But the thing is, I got most of my Raspberry Pis back in the good old days when you could just get them. And it wasn't like, you know, having to resort to alternative means of acquiring a Pi. That's why I'm like, I don't like using my Pis for things, because I've got Resident Evil / Final Fantasy syndrome, where like you collect stuff along the way and you're like, I'm going to use this later. I'm going to use this later, because you don't want to use it now, because I'm going to use this later. And before you know it, it is later and you should be using it, but you're not, because I'm going to use it later, and then you beat the game. So that's kind of where I'm at. $6,000 potions later. Go. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, Jose, but there's no stream tomorrow. So I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but I will see you. Man, I will say the whole layout for Raspberry or for Enders is stupid. It's so stupid. We trained him wrong on purpose, as a joke. Oh, Steve stream. Ah. Well, then have fun on Steve stream tomorrow. So how many people here are going to the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest? How many people are going? It's coming up in like a month. I still got to rent a car. Because apparently there's like a bunch of people going. Like it's shaping up to be pretty big. Which I guess it kind of makes sense, because there's nothing else in that area, so. Because Colorado, if I'm not mistaken, is growing pretty fast right now, right? Like a bunch of people are moving to Colorado. Is that a thing? I remember reading about it. Am I kind of right in that regard? Europe, yeah, Europe. Yeah, that makes sense. If you're traveling from Europe, like that is what it is. I'm not gonna borrow somebody's Jeep, no offense, but it's just, you know, I'm flying into Denver and then I gotta drive around, and I'll just rent. I'm trying to figure out how these go. Oh, that just clicks in. Well, that works pretty good, and then that ain't gonna work. Shit. So this is my problem. I got my fancy mount here. That sits way too high. How are you supposed to do this? How is this supposed to work? How is that high? That's like right at the back plate. I don't like how high that is. I'm going to take this off, and I'm just going to VHB the bracket right to the thing like that and call it a day. Because that's how it was originally. What time are we at, by the way? 10 o'clock, okay. Dustin Speed, $10. Cheers. It's been growing 25 years, but it's a beautiful place. Nice. Mounting putty. I got some VHP. I'm just going to VHP it down. VHB solves all of life's problems. Casa Bonita to reopen. Ooh. I was so happy the day I found out that was a real place. Okay, so let's see here. Do I have, what do I have for, a Picobilical uses that. Could have sworn I had a other cable, like a USB-B cable, and I don't know where that other box went. Here it is, motor cable. That's USB-C too. Shit. Because this is USB-B. Which... No, this is mini USB. Ugh! I'm gonna have to buy a right angle mini USB. Or actually, no, I could do UART. Do I have UART on here? I have UART, don't I? This should have UART. Does this have UART? It should have UART. Yeah, it's gotta have UART. No, there's Neopixel. I need the Neopixel. Does this not have UART? Dang it, it better have UART. On the TFT screen? Okay. TX RX ground 5 volt. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it does have UART. As long as it's hardware UART, we're good. What stage of denial are we at? Denial is a river in Africa. It's an SKR Mini E3 V2. It was the one I had originally in here from when this was a V00. Plan on printing big things with 0.6 or 0.8 nozzle. Cool. Those are good nozzle sizes. Bigger printers, any printer over 250 should come with a 0.6 nozzle. Especially anything over 300 especially. I kind of really like that the XL is coming with a 0.6 standard. Yeah, I say that as my 350 Trident has a 0.4. But that's because it's got an XG and that's the only nozzle I got for it. Okay, so I gotta figure out where this is going. So, I could put this on this side. There's more room on this side because this is off-centered a bit. So I need plugs to come in there. So I need this to basically be like, so that's got to come out if I want it to be USB. So that does clear under there if I need to. Or I do this like this. Have the wires come in there, and then I can have the plug come out there if I need to. So the only thing I'm running off here is motors and bed stuff. So the bed stuff's down here. The Neopixels are here, which this, oh my. These are my Neopixel wires. They have to go to here. They have to go to here. I'm going to have to extend these wires an inch. They're right here. I have to extend these wires an inch. Okay, I'm going to put this like this. Because that way the motors will all be off to the side here and the middle will be open. Power, no, actually this, yeah, the power, yeah, I want to do this. That works, yeah. Okay. Gosh dang darn it to heck. Time to splice. I'll splice it. Squire, get me the wire stretcher. Go, so that comes out the bottom there if I need to. I got that. SD card can go in there. This can just go boop. Okay. That is good there. Now I gotta put my pie on. I got me some raspberry pie. It's an SKR Mini E3 V2. Need a few Adithal. Yeah, I know. I left the can of that stuff at work, unfortunately, along with the tap dynamite. It happens. It has UART. Yeah, I'll just connect via UART, so I don't have to worry about USB. Because you could use USB and UART at the same time, so I don't think it's a big issue. Although, to be fair, I probably should put install Klipper on this before we do all the connecting everything and setting everything up. So, I'm not a smart man. I'm putting in these screws. These screws are 10 millimeters long. The part is 8 millimeters. So they come out the other side. So when you put your finger over it, you screw into your finger, and then it hurts. Biggest brain on YouTube right here. Big brain. Mount damper with direct drive, reduce stepper. Mount dampers were kind of a thing, and then they kind of stopped because you don't really need them anymore, I think. If you use air, don't forget to switch UART from. Oh, I know. There's a whole. I did a guide on it. I have to pull up my own guide on how to set up UART every time I do it because I don't do it that often, so I never remember how to do it. And since these screws are too long, I have to trim them. So let me find one of these clippers that I've already destroyed. Okay, so where are we putting this guy? So I need to be able to get the SD card in and out. So I'm thinking right about here. And that should give me enough room to plug stuff in via USB. So let me grab a USB cable here. So if I need to plug in something via the USB, yeah, right about there. So that would be a bitch right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the USB set up for this right now. So that way I don't have to pull the USB, hopefully. So I need to find a USB. What is this USB? Midas. We're not going to trust a Midas USB. Patriot 32 gig. We'll do that. Guess who doesn't have the USB stuff on here? I got to download. Okay. So format. Yes. Okay. So I need the Raspberry Pi installer, is it called? What is it? Imager. That's it. So I need to download for Windows. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flash Klipper on here. We're going to use mainsail. I'm going to get the Wi-Fi set up, make sure that's all set up. and then make sure it connects. We can talk to it, and then I'll put it in the system so that we're good to go. Because we're getting, what is 10 o'clock? Yeah. So. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so choose OS. Other general purpose OS. Nope. Other specific purpose. 3D printing. Mainsail. We're going to go with 32-bit. We're going to choose to go to that. I'm going to put me Wi-Fi info in. Enable SSH. Actually, no, we're going to leave all that default. Yeah, because you do that in the thingamajig, right? Yeah, you do that in that there's like a stupid thing you got to do it in. Okay. Here you want to continue. Yes. So that does that thing. Country code. Yep, I'll do that because there's that little file you got to redo. Rubber mouse the extruder on the tool head. Because now instead of something that moves with the tool head, you have another force that's moving differently. Like we've played around with shock mounting the motors for the AV motors on Vorons ages ago, and we dropped it because it wasn't worth it. Look how much quicker it is now. Speaking of quicker, let's have a drink. Because it's 10 o'clock on a Saturday night and I'm working. Like an engine. Yes, but this isn't an engine. It's a 3D printer. This isn't a car, it's a 3D printer. So here's the thing. If simply mounting your motor, your extruder motor with shocks drastically or even demonstratively improved quality and performance, it's such a simple thing. You think it would be common. It's not. And to make this drink ever so spicy, I've got a little something. No, that's just crazy. Cheers. Will cause wobble to compensate. So yeah. Wezen whiskey and coke. Wezen whiskey and coke. Wow, that I've had one drink. Three Mile Island iced tea. Ooh, that's good. That's a good saying. Oh no, I'm all out. Okay. Guess I gotta use the good stuff. Then we got to mount this power supply too using VHB. So, what's up? We're enjoying the last hour of the stream. We got Raspberry Pi, doing Raspberry Pi things. I got a nice zesty beverage. And I am hungry too. Because diets suck. Shirt that says VHB everything. VHB all the things. Whiskey small, like fingernail polish. Yeah, hair might loss. There we go. Cutting carbs. Yeah, well, counting calories, put it that way. I'm doing a mix, I've been on it all week, a mix of intermittent fasting and calorie cutting. So Timmy's Pizza. Kenneth, I'm trying to diet, not die. I'm trying to, the teen is important right now. You know what's funny? I went to the, you know how the dog kept coming in to sniff the box? I caught him. He came downstairs when I was doing stuff out, not in this room, and he came in this room. And then he left this room, and I'm like, oh shit, he got into the box. He took the box out of the garbage. It was wet, so he like licked it, and then he left it. Dakota will eat a pizza box. He's done it. He didn't eat this pizza box. Goes to show you. I'm trying to diet, not die yet. Exactly. Diabetes would suck more. Oh, luckily I'm not at danger of that week. I got a bit of a belly on me that I don't want. That's pretty much it. I'm 5'9" and as of today, 189 pounds. Almost 5 times. Almost 5 times. Diabetes. Oh, we're done. Okay, let's see here. Look at Joel and all his filament. Look how happy Joel is. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so now I gotta pull up the SD card. Where in Windows 10, where are you? Okay, so I gotta unplug the card, plug it back in. Pop up, there we go. Okay, come down here. To open with Notepad++. Okay. So, SSID is not for you to know. Password. Hunter123. There we go. Country code. Canada. A. File. Save. And then I believe I delete the .example part. Yes. Okay. Wi-Fi readme. Okay, we should be good. Okay. So now I take this out. Put this in the Raspberry Pi. And I give it some juice. That's not the right kind of juice. I need some juice for the pie. Where is... Oh, this will work. No, it won't, because this is USB-B. Because this is a Raspberry Pi 3B. It's ancient. From billions and billions of years ago. Power. Unlimited power. Keto for 2 years and it's totally killed my belly. You can do it, belly. My belly's back. Well, that was the thing. Like when we first had Calvin, right? I worked at a tool shop. The first year that we had the little guy, I came back from Christmas holidays one year and I weighed myself on the weigh scale at work because we had a fancy, you know, parcel scale, like one of the good scales. And I weighed myself after coming back from holiday and I was 203 pounds. And that was kind of like, I looked at some pictures from the holidays and I was like, no. So I immediately, I went down, I was eating like 1,600 calories a day for like 4 months. And then I also was working at a tool shop at the time. So I wasn't working out. I just cut my food big time. And by May, I was down to 170. And I kept that until COVID hit. And then since COVID, it's been a steady increase. And the problem I'm having now is I've cut my calories, but I'm not working in a tool shop building 100,000 pound injection molds anymore. So I'm at home. So now I don't have that generic, like that usual physical activity that I was doing at work anymore. So yeah. So that's basically my thing is I've got to, I gotta hit the gym, but I got no gyms near me. So. Okay, connect to the Wi-Fi. I mean, I could just, you know, plug it in, luckily. I can do that. I have an option to do that now. Where are you? Trident, TC, Tower, Streaming PC, Nexus. I called my computer upstairs Nexus, and my network has it the image for the phone on it. Walk outside. I do. I walk. Well, right now it's winter, so it's crappy out. But I walk the little guy to school, so that's 2 kilometers a day. And you have a fridge here. That's what I've been doing right now is cutting out the fridge trips. Okay, why aren't you? You're flashing green, but you're not connecting to the network. So I could just plug it in. Luckily, I have the ability to do that, so I might just do that right now. Because I want to make sure this works. So. Wow, I just threw everything everywhere all at once. Hey, that's a movie. Apparently it's a really good movie. I gotta watch it. Okay, so, welcome to the internet. It's still not showing up. Why aren't you showing up? Why aren't you showing up? I probably shouldn't be showing that network. Huh. First boot. I know first boot takes a while. I didn't think it was that long. Basement gym. We have a bike that I use occasionally. We got to use it more. It's also has filament spools on it right now. Can we? Like it's a Pi 3. It should only take a minute to boot. $6.8 and 190. Oof. Takes minutes. Okay, well. Oh, I got a solid green light now. Oh, now it's flashing. Okay, let's see. I don't ever remember it usually taking this long. Normally it's not this bad, but. Resistance bands. I have some resistance bands left over from the Nerf gun that I got to revisit at some point. Why aren't you connecting? Oh, I got a solid green light, so it's on the network. So where are you? Cast that. Oh shit! It's probably named something that I already have on the network. Are you? What are you called? Uh-oh. Yeah, because it's probably reusing an IP. Shoot. Okay, what I gotta do is open up all my printer tabs and see which one is connected. That doesn't have a printer. Okay, so that is that one. That's a printer. That's a printer. Here. That's Toasty Boy. Okay, what are you? What are you? You are the Klipper config reference. What are you doing in my printer list? Delete, go away. Okay. Oh, are you it? No, are you it? No, 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 no. You're thinking maybe it's you. Why does these first boots take so long? Yeah, I use static IPs. No, I put the new network name. I used the new network name. And I've already had to rechange once. So plug in via Ethernet. Ethernet's Ethernet. Got a green light. It is plugged into the router. Got a green light there. Oh, okay, it's connecting there. Takes a minute. Yeah, okay, so now it's showing up on the Ethernet. Okay. Yeah, the only thing you would need if you're upgrading from a V01 to a V02 is if you buy it, the LDO upgrade kit. That gives you everything you need for the new top hat and some extra screws. I'm connected to my router right now. I can see everything that's connected to my router, so. Just it takes a minute for it to give it an IP. I don't know why it's taking this long. Normally, like, I can click on anything that's connected to my router and it shows me the IP of it. But for that, oh, now we have it. Okay, there we go. Copy. Okay. Ooh, yeah. So we are connected. Okay, so SSH or command SSH I at that, boom, yes, pi. Oh no, I forgot it's Raspberry. Okay. So what is the command for setting it up? It's like pi.setup. What is the command? Pi.setup to get in and set up Wi-Fi. I'm trying to remember. It is raspi config. Sudo raspi config. I totally didn't have to pull up my own video to look that up. Okay. System, display, performance, localizing, advanced. Where's Wi-Fi? System? Wireless line. Okay. Don't show my Wi-Fi. Canada. No wireless interface round. There was an error running option S1 wireless LAN. Why is there no way to enable Wi-Fi? What the heck is system options? Wireless LAN? No, what? No wireless interface found. Is it because I have the Ethernet plugged in? Maybe? You should be able to. I did specify Canada first. There should be a way to enable wireless. Like, where's? I did set it to Canada. There was a screen that said select Canada. I selected Canada. Network proxy settings. No, okay. It's Pi 3. It's Pi 3. It's a Raspberry Pi 3 V+. System options. Network at boot. Wireless LAN. It just... It's 2 display options. Face options. So. Network at boot. No. Device for the... It should be. Like, I've used... This has Klipper on it a million times. Like, I've used this Raspberry Pi a million times. Okay. Sudo IW list. Okay, now what? Interface encryption. I don't know what any of this is. Yeah, it should be set up. So let me reboot it without the Ethernet and see if it'll connect to Wi-Fi. Because isn't it one? I'm pretty sure it's like one or the other. iConfig. Oh, okay. Well, we'll let it boot up here. Yeah, something's weird. Maybe I didn't set it up right. Lately, we've been having no luck when it comes to Wi-Fi, eh? I don't know what it is. Lately, like, setting up Raspberry Pis all of a sudden have become a pain in the butt. This was running Klipper a month ago, this Raspberry Pi. This was the Raspberry Pi that we had on the V1. Like, we flash Klipper on it, just worked. I just installed a new one just to install a new one. And because I took the SD card and put it in the Orange Pi. So it should be working. That's the part that is really confusing me. Pi image, mainsail OS, 32-bit. Okay, so let's set this. Okay, so let me connect to the Ethernet. Okay. Copy that. CMD. Okay. Get that screen off. Okay. So SSH pi at blah blah. Okay, and what is it? It's sudo raspi config. Okay, so what was the command you wanted me to run? IW config. No wireless extension, no wireless extensions. WLAN 0. So is it off? Yeah, Wi-Fi is there. How do we just enable it? Yeah, WLAN 0. Yeah, I can see it. We just got to get it to configure. So raspi config. System options, wireless LAN, no wireless interface found. Like it just use the Raspberry. Okay, how do I do that? Use installer. So I got to reinstall it. Gosh, dang it. Okay, well, just yeah, but it could see it. Why isn't it working? It's gotta have, it is. I used the mainsail OS image. but I didn't set up my Wi-Fi information in the stupid thing. So let's do this again. While I drop an SSD on the ground. Raspberry Pi imager, yes, cool. Choose, no, go away. Choose OS, other specific purpose, 3D printing, mainsail OS, 32-bit. Choose storage, we got that, cool. Yeah, I'll do this. Enable SSH. For your wireless LAN. Password. Country code is Canada, A. And of course you can't just type C. I have to scroll up all the way to select Canada. Because this stupid thing is, I don't know who programmed it. CA. Save. Right. Yes. Now we do the thing. Cool. Go grab a drink. If you haven't had a drink yet, go grab a drink. Yeah, it's super annoying. Nothing is worse than when you have a country drop-down list. You're like, okay, select country. Okay, cool. And you click it, and you have United States, Algeria. And you're like, okay, here we go. So you type C, and it jumps to, like, Cambodia or whatever. And then you type CA, and then it goes back up to Algeria. And you're like, argh. Ones that you could just, you know, type out the word, and it'll just jump to Canada. Oh. Cheap Lenovo PCs, lots on Amazon. If you're in the States, I've looked in Canada to try and get those like Wise PCs and what's not, and yeah, I can't really find them. So now that is doing that. Oh, the calendar is super annoying. You gotta go. It's like moving the tool head around on a bamboo machine. What board to get to V0? What's the Pico? Is the Pico everyone's liking right now? Go on Twitter, everyone in their bamboo or their Prusa XL beta units. Old Wise virtual PCs, yeah. Well, you can't really use them for much. Like that's the thing. Like there are use cases for it, but they're. I think I have a Pico in one of mine. So I just can't get over how big this rat rig is on the floor that I have here. CB1, oof, CB1. Orange Pi seemed like QC-ish. I've only used a couple of them and they're okay. The problem is not QC. The issue is more hardware support or software support is the problem. You have to, it's always super legit when you're downloading an OS image off a Google Drive from China. That's the problem, is support. Well, if it overheats, well, then put a heatsink on it. I put a heatsink on mine, it works fine. CB1 is really sketchy. CB1, I've used 2 of them so far, and both have been lemons. So, my rat rig is a 400. I haven't seen big. I'm currently using my 200 as a chair. My feet are in the air. Look, my feet. Woo. At least it's built like a tank. Yeah, the CM4s are nice. CM4s are nice. I've got 2 CM4s in use right now, I think. lockpicks. Oh, don't put me on Wiki Feet. That's why I wear shoes in here. I Mr. Rogers this shit. I wear shoes when I'm streaming because I'm standing for 3+ hours straight, right? So I used to have a mat. The problem is, like, I move around too much and I'm not always on the mat, and the mat just collects everything. It's harder to sweep the floor. So I just went Mr. Rogers and bought indoor shoes. Because I guess in the States people wear their shoes inside all the time. That's not normal in Canada. So I just bought, like, I have indoor shoes now. Vessies? No, they're Fabrique en Cambodge brand. They're just Walmart slip-ons. Now, if somebody from Vessi out there wants to sponsor, I'm listening. So the problem is with I used to have a floor mat. It got annoying because everything stuck to it. Like, I drop stuff all the time. So what happens is you get like these little guys, you drop one of these and it gets stuck in it. And I've got like the shitty hardwood floor that this house came with down here. And it's not hardwood floor. It's like the really thin fake hardwood flooring. I got that over everything on the floor and that's it. Okay, so that is done flashing. So I'm just going to take the SD card out and put it right in the thing because we installed it with the Wi-Fi info using the gear thingy. Now, give it maximum power. And let it unpack. Hardwood tile, shoes, carpet. Yeah, we have no carpet in this house. I grew up in a house with carpet. I will never live in a house with carpet. F that. Well, here's the thing, Mike. The $30 Walmart shoes that I bought like 2 years ago are working just fine, so I'm just going to keep using them. Like, it works. It works. Plus, because I move around a lot, it's just easier because I'm not always standing on where a mat would be. Plus, I got to move this whole setup anyways soon at some point. Like, the shoes are fine. I got the shoes, so I didn't have to buy a mat. Okay, so now we wait. Connect to the router. Do your thing. Do your thing. I did find my Orange Pi Zero that I found, then I lost, and then I found it again. Horse stall mats. Those stink though. Like, the rubber on those stink. Like, I wouldn't put those inside my house. So the little green light is flashing. It is flashing. So do your thing. Connect to my Wi-Fi. Like, I only have a $500 Ubiquiti router in this house. The least you can do is connect to it. What kind is it? JP Weiser's is my go-to for whiskey. Usually on the Saturday night streams after 10 o'clock, I break it out. Because this is taking a little bit longer than I hoped to. Beep. Beep. It's still flashing. Waiting for it to pop up on my network list here. Carpet in bedroom and stairs. As a kid, I had carpet in the stair in my bedroom, but now it's like, no. Especially with the dog. It's just vacuum. Just vacuum everything with hardwood. Just done. Klipper on an Ubuntu. Yeah, you can run Klipper on anything. Anything that can run Linux, you can pretty much run Klipper. For the most part. Okay, now it's like flashing randomly, but it's not like flashing. Damn it. Connect to the network, please. I want to do printer things. Well, it's a fresh install, so it should be enabled. Like I used the little gear to set up my Wi-Fi info. So let's see, can we talk to it via Ethernet? See if the Ethernet works. I think it might still be unpacking because it's... No, we got solid... No, it doesn't know what it's doing. It's flashing a little bit more now. It's not showing up in my network list though. Oh, where are you? Something updated on this list. Where are you? It's not showing up in here. Even on the Ethernet, it's not showing up. HDMI, I'm not doing the HDMI and keyboard thing. And no, I don't. Yeah, I'm looking at my home network and it's not there. Printers. Let's see if it's reusing an IP. Nope. No, it's not reusing an IP. None of those are connecting. Stream PC, yeah, it's why aren't you connecting? Unplug. Plug. How's it going in Odessa? I don't know. I'm not in Ukraine. I'm in southern Canada. HDMI to HDMI. We could do that. We could do HDMI to HDMI. I can do that now. I don't have a spare HDMI cable though, I don't think. That is micro HDMI. That's USB-C. That's micro HDMI as well. Shit. Okay, green light is kind of solid. Look, yep, turn on. Connect to something. Do something. Do the thing. Do the thing. A viewer from my desk, but can't tank acrylic. And, oh. Do the thing. Okay. Yeah, the light's green. Solid green means it's connected, right? Then what the heck are you on my network? Oh, you clever girl. Clever girl. Did it again. did it again, I think. Yep. There we go. We're connected to the Wi-Fi. Because I changed this IP to call V226. This isn't V226. This is now V0.2 mod. There we go. There we go. Because this was the original board that was in my V226 before I upgraded to a Pi 4. And I pulled this out. So my router was showing it as V226. And I'm like, I got V226 already connected. Okay. So there we go. Just named the Pi board, not the printer. Well, I named it to the printer because that's what it was. Okay, shut down. Cool. There we go. Cool. So I can unplug you. So it works. We are connected via the Wi-Fi. So now I can go ahead and stick this on. Pepcac error. Exactly. So you are going to go right about there. So that is that. That is that. That is that. And yeah. So I can do this now. What is this? Picobilical cables? There we go. Oops, I did it again. Yeah. So then this goes here. And this connects to here. That is that. And then we got to connect this to this, which I'm going to need to make a cable for because we're going to do UART. These go to there. I'm going to have to extend this, which is shitty, but I got to. That is not labeled, so we'll figure that out later. So that will probably be next week's stream, I think. I think this is a good spot to call it. What time are we at right now? We're almost at 11, yeah. So, like, said, done. There we go. I could just, you know, we'll just take that and we'll just do that and we'll just hide it. Nobody will see. So, yeah, there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I need to power this too at some point. Cool. Easy peasy. How am I going to power this? Because an SKR Mini E3 doesn't have enough juice, I think, to power that. Do I have a buck? Do I have a 5-volt buck somewhere? I've got to have a 5-volt buck somewhere. Because I've powered Pis before. I've got to have one in this drawer somewhere. I know I've got a buck somewhere. I know I got a power supply of something that can... I know I got 5-volt power supplies. That is 24 volts. Because I didn't end up using one on one of the builds. So I have one, I just got to find it. Here, no, you're not that, you're not that, you're not that. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta dig. I know I have one somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig. Because I think it was that guy came with one and I never ended up using it, so I put it somewhere and I don't know where. Can the Picobilical power it? Does the Picobilical have a 5-volt out? There's 24 volt. Oh, it does. Yeah, so the Picobilical has 24 volt in, which I get from the power supply, and then it's got 5-volt out. So I can power it from the Pico. Yeah. It's, why'd you turn off? Turn on. Yeah. It's got 24 volt in, and then it's got 5 volt out. So I can power it from the Picobilical. So I can just run power from the power supply to there, and then run that to there. There we go. Easy peasy. Easiest peasiest lemonest squeeziest. There we go. It should have enough power. I believe it's got, this thing's got some juicy caps on it. So we should be okay. I don't see why it wouldn't be able to power it. We've got the juice. We've got the power. Let me see if I got a micro USB so I can just skip dealing with UART. Let's see here. Why do I have a skull in here? Okay, well, I got a skull in here. It's always good. I don't know why I need a skull, but I have a skull. Yeah, okay, well, I'll go digging, see what I got. I used to have so many random USB cables, like USB A's and, or like the oddball USBs, and then I ended up like destroying them and using them for stuff. And next thing you know, I don't have any of them left. So like, it's like, shoot, where'd they all go? Like you had a million of them at one point and now you don't have any. So. Where'd you go? I missed you so. Yeah, I'll go digging. I'll go digging. We got a week. No, that's USB-C. I got tons of USB-C. XLR. Oh. Big USB-A. Yeah. Laptop charger. Any cables on the ground here? Probably USB-C. I got so many USB-Cs now. I'm like swimming in USB-C cables all of a sudden. I went from having like none to having like a billion of them. Billions and billions of them. Okay, cool. So I think we're gonna call it there for the build part of the series, I think. Where did the USB cable that originally was on this go? That's the question. So would have had one at one point. There we go. Voila, c'est un V0. C'est un baguette. In here maybe? No, no, that's USB-C. All the USB-Cs. Like USB-C is great, don't get me wrong, but now I got a billion of them, and I don't know why. Okay, I guess we are doing UART. $5 volt buck for max 5 volt output. Output's the need for a 5 volt buck. Nice. Cool. So unfortunately, I can't put this on its hat anymore. That sucks. I might take this to, you know what? To make wiring everything up easy, I'm tempted to just, and I am gonna do this. When we go to wire this up next week, I'm just gonna take the tool head off. It's 3 screws, and you just take this connector off. So boom, take that off, take the 3 screws out, take the tool head off, we can flip it right over. Make wiring it up easier. Okay, so that is that for the build. What time are we at? We're at 11. Might run a little bit late just because. Anything you guys want to chat about before we call it? Anything you want me to go over, revisit? Anything new in 3D printing you want me to take a gander at? My back hurts. All our backs hurt. We're getting old. We're all getting old. It sucks. What's in here? Okay, don't lose that. Arc overhang. That looks really cool. The finish ain't the greatest, but it's functional. It's definitely not something you're gonna always use, but it's like one of those things that's like, that's a tool for the tool chest, and we're gonna hang on to that for a rainy day. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, it looks really cool. It would be nice if it's one of those things, it's like, until it's actually properly integrated into a slicer properly, instead of having to use like a post-processing script, I don't think you'll ever see widespread adoption because people are lazy. But once a slicer actually can do that stuff just out of the box, it'll be great. The 100, the world's fastest printer on a 3D. It's a Rook that's beefed up. As like, I took a look at it the other day. Somebody linked me, and I'm like, it's a Rook but beefed up and bigger. Like, I don't see why you couldn't get a Rook to those speeds if you just, you know, use some stiffer material and swapped a few things out. Also, I hate when people advertise as the fastest ever, because that's completely subjective. Judging a printer on speed, I don't like doing, because you can make any machine fast, as we've shown many times on this channel. It's fast in quality that matters, and that's a subjective thing to the user. So I don't like marketing things on it's the fastest. That's not a thing to judge on. At least in my opinion. You're bound to your own opinion. 3D printed frame V0. Well, if you guys plan on, if anyone here plans on going to Rocky Mountain, I am pleased to announce, and I'm technically not announcing this because this has actually come up before, a new, I gotta find the thing here. I can't say what it is until unless I have the picture for it, otherwise it ruins the joke. Is it? There we go. There we go. So I'm pleased to announce that there is a new V0. You're hearing it hot and live right now, that there is a new V0 variant that you will see at Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest. Okay. I've been cleared to announce it. I was just waiting for the chance and the excuse to do it. So yeah, there is a very brand new V0 variant that will be shown off. We already have a product page for it made up already. And if you want to read the details, here it is. It's the V0 TPU edition. It's really good at printing TPU because you are what you eat. So, you know, it's got all the printed parts of TPU. Why? Because why not? It's got the same print volume, although the print volume is subject to wiggles. It's still got the same compact frame, and in fact, it's even more compact too because you can squish it. It's still Core XY. It's powered by Klipper, and Input Shaper can work miracles in a pinch. And it's enclosed, so you can still print stuff, but it's made out of TPU. So the price is your sanity. We build space shuttles with garden hose like rubber so that a printer shape, what is that? Can get lulls. Okay, cool. CAD bomb and build manual were never written. Don't try this at home, kids. So it's mostly Core XY. Although it's more Core X parallel XY because it's noodles. Can I be a beta tester? Well, funny thing, because as funny as that is, that machine actually exists and it will be at Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest. Input Shaper can work miracles. I've seen it. It is a thing. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Boop, 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 boop. I need to do an April 1st video for this channel. I think I'm gonna just come up with, like, I'm just gonna like squish all my bad stuff that I've said over the years, like Allen keys and the proper way to put a spool on because you don't want to unscrew your hot end. I think I'm just gonna make a video of that stuff, like the top 10 pro tips for 3D printing, and make it all clickbaity and you know, how to print NFTs and whatnot, and make it just the most clickbaity, dumbest 3D printing video ever. But I planned to do that last year and I never ended up doing it, so. April 1st is a Saturday. Ooh, that's usually when my videos come out. Although this week's video is gonna probably, as you can tell, it's Saturday and it's almost Sunday and the video's not out yet. So it'll probably be a week video because I gotta finish editing it because I decided to like redo my entire editing workflow, including doing stuff like now having to add LUTs because I'm recording everything in S-Log2. Because I realized I've been recording like a dummy on my A6400. Here, you know what? I'll make it up to you. Here, I'm gonna, an exclusive behind the scenes, if I can find it. This will be the intro to, because I finished that. Where is it? Import. We want to go by, where is it for you? Intro. Where is it? There we go.
Okay, now we're ready to print something.
Yeah, so that's the intro for the next video. So it's delayed because I had to like color correct everything and do a lot. How do the colors look? I know it's going to be compressed because I'm streaming it, but did I clean the mask? I did. DPT will have an aneurysm. Let him. Although apparently he's having enough fun with Barnacles right now about some doxing stuff, but whatever. Let him scream into the void. Colors look fine. Yeah, so I've recorded everything in, I realized I was recording at a low bit rate, so I'm recording at a higher bit rate. I'm recording S-Log2, I'm putting a LUT on it, and yeah, those masks. So the mask that I have, so it's a Canadian mask, right? Because it was Canadian Forces, and I've got like, for some reason I got like 3 of these. But anyways, this canister is well expired, but I have fresh canisters that are unopened, so they're still like good. These are the CS canisters. So these are not for like biological, but they're for like chemical. So this will filter CS, tear gas essentially. So it'll filter that stuff. There's different filters for like MBC or for viral. There's all kinds of different filters. So that's the mask I got. And if you're wondering if you're a righty or a lefty, the mask can go on different sides. You can swap it. So if you're a right-handed shooter or a left-handed shooter, you can swap sides. This part you could take off, and this is where the exhaust comes out. So if you like puke in your mask, you like pull this off and you just plug it up and you just blow really hard and it like spews it all out. And you could actually screw on an electronic voice box on here so you can actually talk loud. And then you do have a drinking straw that connects on the inside to a little thing there that you can grab with your tongue. So you can actually drink wearing the mask. So, but yeah. And then the suit I have is actually a, this is only the top part, because this is a French, by the way, a French NBC suit. It is an actual legit NBC suit. Obviously, it's been out of the bag for a couple years, so it's not valid anymore. It's not like rated anymore because it's been opened. But it's a French NBC suit that I actually got from the French, because I worked on an exercise with a bunch of people at one point that when you took pictures of the faces, they got really blurry. So that was a while ago. The only thing is I don't have the gloves, and I don't have like the rubber booties that are over boots. Charcoal, yeah, it's no longer rated. Like NBC, well, actually, I don't know if it's like a worldwide thing, but we started calling it CBRNE in Canada. So chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, explosive. For training it. The thing was, the exercise that I got that from, that I was working on, wasn't, they used live agent to test everything because, yeah. So that was brand new in the bag, and they just didn't want to ship it back, so they gave them to like me and a bunch of the other people that were working on the X. So yeah, it was fun because there was some people wearing the Among Us suits, like the big plastic ones, and then you had a bunch of guys wearing like those ones, and they were all people that when you took pictures of their faces, they became really blurry. So. But yeah, the charcoal basically acts like a filter and it prevents stuff from getting in, but obviously it's been exposed to oxygen for so long, it's no longer valid anymore. So, and then the Germans, I took this off because I didn't want to cause controversy because you know how the internet is. But the Germans on the exercise, they gave me, one of the guys gave him his epaulette. So I have like I think this is a German sergeant epaulette. So, yeah. I don't know, I got a bunch of little cool little knickknacks from that exercise. Blurry TikTok face. This was pre-TikTok. This was like a decade plus ago. LTT screwdriver. Use it. Thought it was very overhyped. I wouldn't call it overhyped. Like, here's the thing. Anything coming out from like a big content creator there's going to be hype behind it. And when it comes to overhype, I'm more of a, does it deliver on, where did I even put mine? I don't even know where mine is right now. Does it deliver on what it said it would do? If yes, then your expectations of it could have been overhyped. But you know, as it is, it's a solid screwdriver. Is it worth the cost of it is your discretion. But as it is, it's a solid screwdriver in my opinion. Your thoughts on its cost is your thoughts on its cost. So that's up to you. I really dig this color scheme. I am really digging this color scheme. This turned out really good. So actually, let's see if I can. No, those are just gonna be like that. Yeah, that's just gonna be like that. Any chat about Prusa's tungsten? Seems early for a 4.1. No, that's a legit thing. They use it for radiological containers. It's a legit thing. It's extremely niche, but it's a legit thing. I'm thinking about trying aluminum taps on somebody. They apparently are sending me a kit. I'm not 100% sure. There's like a little bit of a language barrier with the company making them, I think. But they are sending me one, so we'll see. Seems pretty good to me. The big difference, so I have other ratcheting screwdrivers. Like where is it at? I've got one of those like Canadian crappy tire ratcheting. The big difference with the LTT is the force. So on the LTT screwdrivers, you don't need a lot of force to get it to ratchet. That's a really sharp edge. So it ratchets really easily. Like almost its own weight will cause it to ratchet. Okay. So it's really good for small screws. So for computers and 3D printing building, it works actually really good because as long as you can get that screw kind of started, it'll ratchet on you. Okay. And when you're putting in stuff fast, you can do the twisty thing to get it going. I'm waiting on the stubby version. I need the stubby version because this is too big. That's the problem. Cool. This build, I can't give you. You want to be honest? This is a $1,000 V0. Easily, this is a $1,000 V0 because this is V003. This is one of the original V0s that was originally V00. There was a lot of excess cost that went into this machine because this machine ate all the cost for everything that was bought for development that never went onto the printer. 6mm rods, for example. So this is probably one of the most expensive V0s. Hey, buddy. You want to say hi? Aw. Check the battery pack. I will. Oh, you're a good boy. You get to see him in HD now. Hey, come here. You're a good boy. You doing good? You want more pets? All the pets. Scritches the ears. Scritches the ears. Okay. Nope, nope. Oh. Someone starved for attention. No? Oh, was he up with there with you in the computer room? Oh. Will the guy go down okay? No? Ah. Okay. You're getting hair all over my room. No, there's no more shitty Tim Hortons pizza in there. Crazy doggo. Dragon Flame, $5. Cheers. Is there shitty pizza in there still? Yeah, he's been getting really affectionate lately. So. No, he took the cardboard out and didn't eat it. He licked it a bit and left it. If it was a normal pizza box, he would eat it. So he bailed on that shit. So when are we gonna edit? We'll end it. We'll do 11:30 tonight. We'll do 11:30 tonight. So while that's plugged in, I'll give you that. We got that in. So that's looking good there. So yeah, I'm really digging how these colors turned out. So there is a Neopixel in here. So we do have a Neopixel there. You do have the option with the Picobilical to put another, like to connect more Neopixels here. Obviously, we're not doing that because I don't have any yet. I do have those side panels, those Neopixel side panels I might figure out how to use. LGX Lite, I actually really like how that looks. Then we got the Revo under there, obviously. So we got the Revo. And then on the back, a Scare Mini 3, i3, USB. I might run another USB, or we might do UART. We'll see. And then the power supply will go underneath. Plug goes in there. So yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, I have the Timmins panels. I've never actually used them. Because he sent them to me, and then I did nothing with them as a like a good person. So I've got these. I got the side panels. So we might actually, you know what? We are going to use these. Holy shit, we are going to use these. Where are all those Neopixels at? Where did I put that bag of Neopixels at? God, it's gonna suck. There we go. So we're gonna have to solder these on. Because what is it? 5 volt, data out, data in, ground, ground. Okay. The problem is I don't have a diffuser. That's gonna suck. So in a future stream, we're gonna solder all these Neopixels onto this board. I'm gonna hate life doing that. So yeah, so I need to figure out a diffuser. I might just print a diffuser. You can print a diffuser, right? I can print a diffuser. Just print it out of like, I can get some clear PLA or something. Sheet of white PETG, yeah. Yeah, Tim had sent me these ages ago, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll totally put them in a project. And then they went on a shelf in the closet, and I completely forgot about them. Sorry, Timmit. So yeah, so we'll do that. We'll use these as the side panels. Oh, that'll be bomb. That'll be bomb. Clear PETG is. I don't know what's going on. Everything says it's working on my end. I'm uploading at 18,000 kilobits to somewhere. The pixels are going somewhere. Oh, are we back? Yay! Okay, what was I saying? Huzzah, we live again. Okay, it just blanked out. It was like, I'm uploading, it ain't going anywhere. Where's it going? Okay. I hit F. No more F's. Okay, so what I was thinking is if I got some clear PETG, if you could print a diffuser with like a pattern in it, like a diamond pattern or something, like basically take like an image and turn that into a what's it called? Lithopane. Make a lithopane diffuser and print it in clear PETG and use like thick lines, like thick layers, thick lines, and use that to like diffuse the Neopixels, but also add a pattern to it. With that, I think that would be kind of cool, because it would diffuse it and also add a pattern to it instead of just like instead of it just being like a uniform, it would be like kind of funky. I think I gotta figure out how to model that. And then also that diffuser has to go inside there before I put the panels on. Shit. Carbon fiber pattern. Ooh, that'll be cool. Got hacked by the Prusa agents. But what if I am a Prusa agent? What if it's internal sabotage? They're out to get me. Prusa's out to get me. I spoke ill of the orange machine. The print is coming from within the house. Let's see here. Don't waste a day. Oh, I've got tons of it. So what's going on? Let's see what's going on the Twitters with 3D printing. Who is going on? See, the problem is I follow Naomi, so I can't like show it on YouTube. Everyone with their Prusa XL beta units. A lot of people got these, so there's like 200 plus of these, because the highest I seen was like 278. So there a lot of people have XL betas. Can I be a mod? No! This is the first time I've seen your name. Why would I make you a mod? The only thing my mods have to do is occasionally kick out the random porn bot. Why would I make you a mod? Ta-da. Yeah, dude, it's better. Okay. Be a slave. I don't need slaves. I'm not into that. That's not my kink. I'm trying to print a diffuser. Doesn't work good. You can always run to Home Depot and buy diffuser panels for a light box. Actually, no, I took it out. Shoot. I had diffuser panels at one point from a broken LCD monitor. Yeah, Home Depot has diffuser. I got to make a trip to Home Depot. That's what I'll do. I'll run to Home Depot. What is my ABS drying routine? I don't. So if you're wondering, right now in the room, I currently have 36% humidity. And this is about as high as it ever gets. So I usually don't dry my ABS. Charge the battery pack. F you. There's my filament. Did you die on me? You did die on me. There's my filament. There's my filament, and there's a bunch on the ground. But yeah, I just leave it out like this, and it's been fine. So the battery died just as I did that. I don't know why it didn't charge. I guess it is an old battery. Multi-toolhead Voron when? The closest you'll probably see is a Tridex, which already exists. But what I do have to dry filament, I have a old food dehydrator that I bought at a thrift shop that I use to dry the filament. Just like one of the little cheap plastic ones. So. Table saw. I don't have a table saw. I am charging the battery, see? Charging. But it's been charging all stream and it's not doing good. And I'm pretty sure I have to take this apart to put those in, which I really don't want to do. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, bedtime. Yeah, we're going to be ending the stream actually right now. It's time to give away some filament. You guys want to win some filament? Yes, you. Let me know if you want to win filament. If you didn't enter, you'll have another chance on Tuesday. Ooh, Delmar Franks wasn't the first one to enter this time. It's a Christmas miracle. There we go. Copy all the names. There we go. There we go. Okay, Control A, delete all the old names, put the new names in. 70%. Oof. Yeah, my room's usually pretty dry, so. Okay, so I've got 35% humidity. Give me a number between 3 and 5, because I'm not counting to 35. Three. That's an easy number to count to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, shit. Spin the wheel. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, you already know, because you're in the future right now, because there's a delay. Or I'm in the future. I know before you. Dana Hunt? Dana Hunt? Is it Dana or Dana? I should probably know this. Dana. We'll go with Dana. Congratulations, Dana Hunt. Let me find you here. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament. A couple days to a couple weeks, depending on where you live in the world and what filament you pick. So congratulations, golf claps in chat. Deano, so close. I mean, there's a few letters that share the same there. Okay, so I think we're gonna end it there. Belted Z, so hot. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna end it there. I hope you had fun tonight. I didn't get as far as I wanted to, but it'll be easier next stream because we already got the firmware set up, or at least we got the Raspberry Pi installed. So all we got to do next time is just flash some firmware and we're good to go. Dance for us. I'm not your monkey. You're not even a channel member, aviation expert. You're if this is the totem pole, you're down here, man. Not even a channel member. So yeah, we're gonna end it there. So shout out to LDO. They sent me some goodies to help with this upgrade on this machine. Also shout out to anyone who donated to the channel, became members of the channel, gifted memberships to others. I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. And also shout out to Polymaker Filament for the spool of filament that we give away every stream. So I'm gonna end it there. We'll continue with this build next Saturday. Tuesday will be Rat Rig Tuesday, so we're on to electrical on that one too. And on Thursday, 11 a.m., we got a guest on the stream. So we'll be back to talking shop. So we're gonna end it there. I'm tired. I'm probably gonna have another drink and then go to bed. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. I will see you on Tuesday. Good night. Bye.